Alright, so it is Wednesday, and I had mentioned yesterday in the video that I had made that I didn't feel well. I've come down with some sort of bug, or I don't really know what it is because I just don't know. I thought it was the flu, but maybe it is. I don't know. I just don't have any energy, and I feel like someone has taken a pillowcase full of oranges and beaten me with it. So, pretty much for the last 24 hours, minus a few awake intervals, I've slept. I've been asleep. And so last night, I had woken up, and it was kind of late, and I was talking to my lady, and she had posted something on my wall, which, was very, very nice. It was very sweet and very romantic, and it made me happy. I enjoyed it. Today, I didn't wake up until about 1 o'clock this afternoon, because, like I said, I've been a sleeping fool up in here. And I wake up to a message from her telling me that she had received a message from the Facebook, um, advising her that the post she had made on my wall was inappropriate and as such would be deleted. Now, on top of that, she receives these text messages from, I'm only assuming it's one of those accounts that you can create on the interwebs, one of those text generators that you can text from your computer or whatever. Basically saying, one moment, please. One moment, please. Basically saying, let's see here. They said, and I quote, "Listen here, we all know you're not the least bit serious about our friend Kim." Well, first of all, now I understand, Vanovers, that you guys call me Kim, but most people, anybody that was close enough to do this would not have called me Kim. Do yourself a favor and leave her to her friends and someone who will love her. So my lady answers her back and says, "What? Okay, so tell me who you are. You're brave enough to tell me your thoughts." And they said, "Listen, we are tired of your games. We care about." Let's see here, babe. You cut that off. I didn't get to see all that.
I checked several sections of it.
Yeah, I know, but the part that says, "Listen, we are tired of your games. We care about her." I didn't. You didn't. I didn't get to read all that. It said, "This isn't a joke anymore. Don't take her from her family just so you can have your fun, then drop her alone thousands of miles away." Why do I have images of that movie, Seven, where Brad Pitt and what's that guy, Kevin Spacey, are in the desert, and they have Brad Pitt's wife's head in a box? I get images of that. Please don't do that to me. Please don't chop off my head and send me to the desert. And
I had no intentions of doing that.
Okay, good. Can I get that in writing?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you. And she says,
I'll pick my thumb as well and with blood and put it down.
Okay, well, that's how I make most of my important contracts. And who are you to tell me or Kimberly what we should do or not? She's a grown woman. You forgot about my luscious hair. She's a grown woman. She makes her own choices. You should have, lady or man, whoever you hide behind. If you're, huh?
No, go ahead.
If you're so concerned, why haven't you talked with Kimberly about this? Why don't you reveal yourself and let's talk about it? So they wrote back and said, "I was obviously wrong to think you would have compassion for another person that you claim you care about. It's her friends that will have to pick up the pieces. When you break her heart, I hope you just don't break her to a point of no return and she can't be saved. You're pathetic." See, now that gives me images of Sylvia Plath in her kitchen in 1963 sticking her head in the oven. I don't want to do that either. So, who's calling? We don't have time for this. Anthem BCBS. It's probably Faye Greer's insurance people. She's not home. Let's see. I love my friend. All right, so here's the thing, right? So let's talk about this. So here's the thing. This is, and let's just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and reveal this hair to you. I know. I'm putting it back on. I know everybody's getting jealous. I'll put the hat back on. All right, so here's the thing, and Aunt Deb just made a really good point. She just commented on it and said, hang on, I'll tell you what she said.
Yes, inquiring minds want to know.
She said, oh my God. She said, well, it's good to know somebody loves you so much that they would try to stop you from being happy, yet doesn't care enough to bring you some chicken soup. What the F is wrong with people? Susie, I love you, and whoever that is, just jealous over you. And Kim, quote unquote, Kim, get better. You know, if you're real sick, I'd come to you. Don't forget that. That makes me want to cry. I know you would, Auntie, and I'm okay. I just don't feel good. But if I get to the point that I think I've gone beyond the beyonds, trust me, I'll send out the smoke signals or something. I'll be like, come help me. You know what? Now I'll tell you what I'll do. I will call Carl and tell her that I have to pee because she owes me. When she had her surgery, I was the one in charge of taking her to the potty. So, Carl, if you're watching, yeah, it's payback time. I'm not to that point yet. But if I get, huh?
Cash in your chips.
I'm gonna cash in my chips. So here's the thing. She and I have been seeing each other for a year, and you know, like I had made, I think I even said this in a video last week. It's not been 100% sunshine and daisies and roses. We've had some rough spots, and there's been a couple of times that I think, like I said, we both wanted to throw in the towel. Am I right, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. But you know what? I challenge anybody to show me any relationship. Huh?
Challenge anybody to show you a perfect marriage or relationship.
Absolutely. That is not without issues and obstacles. And, you know, the thing of it is, you know, I don't know how many of you have tried to have long distance relationships. I mean, I have some friends that have been doing it for years, and God bless y'all, because we couldn't do it. I don't think there's any way that, I mean, September can't get here quick enough, at least for me, right?
Right.
Okay, that was probably your cue to say for me either, but I guess.
For me either. I'm currently in the middle of a hectic traffic schedule, so my mind is a little bit off right now.
Well, plus you're planning on dropping me in the desert somewhere, so I mean that.
Right, and you know, the mafia does not use sharp knives or chainsaws. That's saved for higher authorities. Well,
I mean, could you at least chocolate cake me to death? I mean, I don't want to die some violent, and don't mess my hair up. Can you just like make it? Can you just like feed me chocolate cake with like Seconal or something in it? Something that is just going to put me to sleep, because that would be a pleasant death by chocolate cake.
Death by chocolate. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, but just put like sedatives in it that's just going to put me to sleep where I don't wake up. At least
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And then I'll make sure your hair's done just right.
Okay, because then I won't feel it, and I'll have the delicious cake. I'll have the memories of the cake to take me to the afterlife. But here's the thing, and one of the reasons that she posted that last night, I know that some people think that it's strange that that we don't it doesn't say that we're in a relationship on the Facebook, which I'm gonna go ahead and be real honest with you here. I myself don't necessarily love that, because I've always been one of these kind of people that is very open when it comes to the relationship times and stuff. But I do understand that, you know, you're more private, and she's more private about those kind of things. And so and to me, really, when you look at the grand scope of a relationship, whether or not you have on the Facebook that you're in a relationship, that's kind of small potatoes. I don't do pictures of us anymore. I don't do that. It's just more of a privacy thing. Huh?
Way to put me on the spot.
Well, that's what we do. We put each other on the spot, and we call each other out on stuff. I mean, that's the kind of relationship that we have, and I see nothing wrong with it. You, and I love you too. And you know how I feel about that. You do know how I feel. But whatever reasons you have for not wanting to do it, those are your reasons. I don't need Facebook to tell me that we're in a relationship. I know that that's how some people know every day whether or not they're in one. They get up and check their Facebook. Am I still in a relationship? I don't know. But some people do. Honey, I've been there. It's like, I wonder if I'm still in a relationship today. Let me go check my Facebook about it. But it's a true. Don't hit nobody. It's a true story. So, but yeah, it's not conventional. But here's the thing. The last true relationship that I was in that I could talk about, that I could be public with, everybody was reserving their judgments until it ended, and I had a lot of folk come up to me post-relationship talking about how they didn't feel that the person that I was with was that into me. Of course, granted, they were right. Wait a minute, babe. Granted, in that instance, they were right. They were correct. But you can't judge everything based on that. And my thing is this: if you truly are close to me and you truly do care about me, which is a lovely thing, it's a lovely concept to care about your friends. But you know what? Call me and be like, girl, what the hell are you doing? Because I promise you faithfully, if the shoe were on the other foot, that's exactly what I would do to you. If I thought you was fixing to do something that I felt was not good times, absolutely. I wouldn't sit and create some phony text account and text your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and start busting their chops. I'd bust your chops.
Yeah, that's too much energy to waste.
That's a lot of wasted energy. That's a lot. That's time I could be painting my fingernails.
They have a lot of time on their hands. I don't have that kind of time on my hands. You know what kind of lifestyle I lead and how busy I am almost every minute of every waking hour. So, yeah, how does somebody have that much time to do that?
I don't know. I mean, I know with you being a drug mule that it does take up a lot of your time. I get
Absolutely.
that. I get it. And then there's you stripping it to Moose Lodge.
Exactly.
That takes up a lot of time. Well, honey, I'm trying to be respectful of your time.
Well, good. I'm glad because that's a lot. That takes a lot of time and effort and energy just to swing up and down that pole.
I know. Well, I remember, but I told you if you used Crisco, it would help with that whole friction problem you was having.
I tried that, and I ended up giving myself a rash.
I told you not to use the butter-flavored Crisco.
No, you did not tell me that. You should have told me that before I went and purchased a big old gallon.
Plain Crisco, babe. Plain Crisco.
Okay. Thank you.
They just never listen until it's too late.
The rash is gone. I'll go ahead and go with the plain Crisco. And, I've got to go and get those gallons of waters that I got to carry with me as I'm going trekking across the desert, taking the paraphernalia across.
Now, is this the same desert you plan on killing me in and leaving my head in a box?
Well, duh.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to make sure of the geography. I didn't know. But here's the thing. I appreciate the concern, and clearly you feel strongly. Whoever you are, whomever you are, you feel strongly enough about it to create a text account and to contact her.
Yes, and just for further note, if they can hear me, contact Kimberly if you are one of Kimberly's friends and speak with her about it, because coming to me is going to go directly back to her, and all it's going to do is piss us off.
Yeah. And so I think somebody on the post had kind of touched on that. If you want to cheese me off, go after my girlfriend. Yeah, that's your logic is a little skewed. But here's the thing, and I can be nice enough to say I appreciate the spirit in which you intend whatever it is that you're doing, flagging because I'm sure if you're the person who sent the messages, you're also the person that reported the post as being inappropriate. And I did screen cap that post, and there was no mentions of vaginas or anything that would be deemed inappropriate. And to be quite honest with you,
putting the boobies and vagina part in it?
There was no boobies or vagina.
Damn it, I knew I missed something.
Okay,
go ahead.
I was actually going to Google a picture of a naked lady, and actually I was going to post a screen cap of what she had posted, and then I was going to post a picture of the naked lady, and I was going to say, now, these are two things. One is clearly inappropriate, the other is not. However, my aunts would kill me behind some mess like that. They'd kill me. So I'm not putting no naked ladies. But while I can appreciate the fact that you truly believe that she is out to hurt me and that you want to protect me, that's nice. I mean, that it's a little misguided, but the thought is nice. I think your execution is a little poor. It's a little off. I would probably take you. I would at least take you more earnestly if you were to pick up the phone and call me. Because if you've got my girlfriend's number, it would stand to reason that you would have mine. I would think. Or you can contact me on the Book of Face, because you can see what's on my wall on the Book of Face. So obviously you're on my friend list somehow. So I would just ask if it's weighing that heavily on your soul and your mind, that you contact me, because it's going to give credence, it's going to give credibility to your cause. Right now, you just seem like I'm trying to find a nice word. You seem kind of like an asshole. I mean, that's kind of an asshole. It's kind of a dick move to do all that. And you better thank God that she's in a good place and everything health-wise right now, because if she was going through some mess and you were doing this, I would probably be on a mission to hunt you down. And then, depending on whether you were male or female, I would remove your reproductive parts with my bare hands. Now, that could be ovaries, that could be testicles, whatever the case may be. So, thank your lucky stars that she's okay.
Now, with that said, they need to feel free. And then the people that did it, a person, or other people that may feel the way this person or persons feel, to contact you freely without repercussion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an easygoing. I'm easy like Sunday morning. If you want to say your piece, I mean, listen.
Whether they did it or not, they should be able to feel comfortable enough to say, you know what, we need to speak with you.
Right. Well, I think most of my people, most of my friends know that I'm a pretty easygoing, laid back kind of gal, and the only way that I am gonna like explode and start screaming and yelling at you is if you come at me that way, But as far as wanting to have a conversation, like I said, if you were that close to me, you would have been in my ear already. But here's the thing. Yeah, there have been times during this year that I've been upset, and there have been times during this year that I felt disheartened. I'm jaded. I'm 45 years old. I've been through a lot of shit. I have been hurt a lot. I have. If you know me, if you have been in my circle, in my life, for any length of time, you know the shit that I've been through. You know that I'm gun shy. You know that I'm a little insecure about stuff. You get it. You understand it. You know it. And knowing where I've been and knowing what I've been through, you would see that I am happy. Now, do I have a 100% guarantee that she's not going to hurt me? No, I don't. But you know what? There's not a 100% guarantee that I won't hurt her. I don't plan to. I don't plan on hurting anybody. I mean, hell's bells, I would not pack up and move 2,000 miles away if I truly did not believe that this was the person that I was meant to be with. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I've had no problem moving a couple hours away. I've had no problem bringing people from several hours away. But when it comes to giving up my life, in the sense of my life as what I know, I don't take that lightly. I mean, I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but honey, I'm not completely dumb. I wouldn't do it if I thought that it was going to end badly. And life is a series of taking chances. It truly is. You know, could something happen? Well, yeah, anything could happen. Shit, fire! I could go get in my car right now and pull out on the road and get plowed by a semi. But do I live my life in fear of that? No. What kind of life would that be if you was constantly looking for shadows around the corner? You know, in my heart, I truly believe that the woman on the other end of this phone does love me. I do believe that. She has shown me that. It's not just in what she says, it's in what she does. And I believe it. If you think that I'm misguided or stupid for believing it, well then guess what? Yay, you win. I don't know what you win, but you win something. But this busting balls and doing all this, that, and the other, I mean, Jesus Christ, life is too short. You know, allow me some happiness, would you? I'm not asking for much. And like I said, if you truly care about me and you truly think I am going to get hurt, you would contact me yourself. You wouldn't be doing this shit. So, I don't know who you are or what your motives are. I don't. I do know who she is, and I do know what her motives are. Right, babe?
Right.
Right. So, right.
I'm getting it down. Right.
Right. You're getting good at it. You're getting good at it. Is that?
I told my mom I was going down the holler.
You did not.
I did too.
You told your mom you was going down the holler?
Uh-huh.
What'd she say?
She said, why are you going down the hallway? I said, I'm not going down the hallway. I'm going down the holler. And she's like, huh? Yeah, I had to explain the whole situation there.
Yeah, I think that's funny. I think that's funny. I think that what we're going to do is we're going to build your
vocabulary.
We're going to build your country slang vocabulary so that your family, that you're just going to be able to go in there and they're not going to understand a damn word. Well, you said they have a hard time understanding me, which cracks me up. But her family does. They have a hard time understanding me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
What did she just say?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
But you know what is so cute about it though? The cute thing about it is that you can decide. You know what I'm saying. You can decipher what I'm saying. I think it's cute. Nobody else may know in your family, but as long as you know, they'll come around to it.
Oh, little secret messages.
Yeah. They'll come around to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well.
We're gonna have fun when come March. We'll be able to keep them on their toes. Exactly. And you know what? I was thinking about this morning. We're going to be so tired after the move in September, but that's where having a big giant family is really going to come in handy. I figure all we're going to have to do is buy a couple of boxes of chalupas and some tequila, and they can come over and unload the truck. And we'll sit there in lawn chairs and supervise. Yeah, we don't actually buy the chalupas, but the tequila, yeah. Tequila, margaritas, you'll be good.
So they don't want chalupas? See, here it's pizza and beer. I just figured they're...
Chalupas are homemade.
Oh.
We laugh at Taco Bell.
But now wait a minute though. We did decide this last trip that the chicken, which they called them the wrong thing, but the rolled chicken tacos, those are pretty authentic.
Yes, they're actually called a chicken flauta.
Well, but they don't call them a flauta. They call them a rolled chicken taco. But that is the most authentic menu item.
Most authentic thing that they have on their menu.
Well, then what do you all do there? Because like I said, here it's when people come over to help you move, you buy them pizza and beer. So there it's tequila and what?
Enchiladas.
So here's what we'll do. When we get the truck there, we'll have tequila and enchiladas, and then everybody can help unpack everything.
Yes. And only salsa and chips. The tostada chips.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me. Because we're going to be some tired bitches, is what we're going to be. And plus, you're going to have to reserve your energy to, like, drop me in the desert 2,000 miles away. So you need to be mindful of that.
I'll take a little mini vacation off that. I've already submitted my request for vacay on on that time. I need a little bit of recuperating before I can chop you up into pieces and take you into the deserts of what is the most dangerous country in the world.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want you to wear yourself out. I mean, that's, God, baby, I feel like someone has absolutely beaten the snot out of me.
I can go beat the snot out of that.
Probably the same person that's sending you shitty text messages. All right, so this is about the end of it. I think we've pretty much covered everything.
Yes, I do believe so.
Okay. All right, well, this is like 26 minutes, babe.
Awesome. Rant and rain.
I know, right?
Did you put a good storyline?
Well, I've got to stop the recording and upload it to do all that.
Okay.
All right. Well, kiddos, there it is. All the news that's fit to print. Baby, you gonna stay on the line with me?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right, tell her bye-bye.